Was it desktop capture? Yeah, okay. I think we're desktop capture now. Okay. What's going on, everyone? It's Copium here. And today, we're going to do the first ever breakdown of the Incursion speedrun that I do. That I've been kind of posting on and off. Now, you might ask, why, pray tell, would you be doing such a thing? Well, let me tell you, because a lot of people were in the comments of that particular video saying a bunch of nonsense. And I just wanted to come in here and clear the air. And also just kind of give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of decisions made. Also, like, I'm not the best at this either. Like, yeah, it's a fast time, especially for solo. It's really, really cool and really fun to run. However, it's also just really, it's still a work in progress. Like, there's still time on there. It's still something that I'm actively working on. So anyway, with that being said, first off, I want to kind of show some of the builds. And now I can't actually fully equip these right now because we're in between seasons. And one thing that happens, and you'll see why I have multiple exotics, is in a couple of my slots, I'm missing my extra ninja bike chip, which goes right here, and I'm missing my extra, it's called Doomsday Duet, which goes right here in the slot. That allows me to equip 2 of the legendary weapons at the same time, as well as, now I have the binary, so I can equip 2 exotics at the same time on my gear. However, it just doesn't work like that. So for the Oxy build, we've got double skill damage rolls everywhere, plus health damage. This is crit chance. It just happened to roll like this. I hadn't really invested too much into it to up that crit chance. I'm still working on the gloves because when I start off overcharging with this, and then the build I swap to has the Empress Contractors, and this will be the full 3-piece bonus, so it'll be the 10% skill efficiency with double skill damage plus damage to armor. This cooldown as well, plus the skill power. Same down here, more crit chance. I wanted to get another skill damage roll for this. Just haven't got one yet. Just have been lazy. Same with my sacrifice. So the thing about Division China is that all of the gear, all of the named items roll the same. So every sacrifice that I'll get will always roll yellow, and will always roll with skill damage here, skill damage here. I could probably get a better one where if I wanted to say change the cooldown to another skill damage roll, I could. So I can have 3 skill damage rolls on this and have 120% skill damage just on this piece alone. That's something I believe I can do. Also got my named, I forget, I think they call this the Guardian, as the other perfect glass cannon, but it's Sokolov. Anyway, so that's the Oxy build, as well as, so this is the charge holster. So I just know that this thing was expensive, and this was like it's the best in slot, and it literally goes in every single build because it's just so powerful. Yeah, that's really just all this is. It makes my skills go crazy. It's obscene. It's obscene what this thing is capable of doing. So initially, I've got this build on prior to the reset, and I've actually got a particular mod set where all these skill damage mods are switched to duration. So my OC counts stay for almost a minute and a half. And then when I switch, I'll switch to this build here with the Demolisher Firefly and all the fun stuff. Now, let's pull up the video. So you might ask yourself, okay, why on earth do you throw the Demolisher Firefly? Well, one of the things that happens is so if you look on the hotbar right here, that's a bonus that I get from, I'll gotta quit this build. So, from the muzzle, every time I get a kill, quote unquote, I get 20% movement speed. However, or it's 30%. I forget the exact. It ends up being I move quick every time I get a kill, and it's because of this muzzle. And it happens with both of them, either this one or this one. It's 30% move speed. And so every time we throw the Demolish Firefly, it refreshes that buff. And so I've already got the chems pre-placed. And there's also the, let me go ahead and swap this. I can equip pistol. So the little lightning symbol that you're going to see on some of the ads. So let me pull the video back up. Yeah, that symbol right there. So if you look on this ad right here, so this ad has been marked by the catalyst pistol, which is this pistol right here. Now this thing literally has two talents basically. So it has one where if I shoot something in the head, it basically takes my skill damage and status effect and makes a big Regulus explosion, kind of, sort of. And then this just buffs, depending on how many attachments I have equipped, it buffs my weapon in slot 1. Nextly, so the thing about Division China that's really unique is that all of the... And designing the speedruns is also really, really difficult, is knowing how to utilize all of your attachments. So, like, for example, this particular sight for this pistol, this enemy is marked. When it dies to a skill, it will give me overcharge. So as you can see, my BTSU is on cooldown because I use that to prep. Now, the reason why when I round the corner here and damage starts ticking is because both of these are already ticking damage in the back. So yeah, once I get a kill, I think I get one sometime soon. There we go. So something dies, and then literally everything starts falling over shortly after. Now, something happens here that's kind of unfortunate, that was unplanned, and this is still one part that I'm working on. My Guardian gets popped here. So the Guardian, you see it popping right, but it's not planned for it to pop here. I wanted to pop it on Tanker, but it actually got popped here instead. So that like violet glow is, and that symbol is the transcendent state. That's the thing that's keeping me alive. Yeah, so as we run along, it's going to, not only is it going to loot the ground, it's going to also jump forward and kill the red ad that kind of runs up here. I can just because of muscle memory, but you know, so on and so forth. But it pops up and gives him the what for. So same deal. We're just running along as fast as we can. And then we swap to this build, which has the machine gun. Now, the machine gun is unique in the sense that it functions if anyone was around, or if any of the older players who watch, the magazine literally functions. So I have two. So this one is more of like a DPS-centric focused magazine, and this one is more focused specifically for the Oxy builds. Because this functions literally like Pummel did before it got nerfed here in the international version. So I get a kill, and it'll refresh my chems up to 10. So as you see me on Tanker running around with infinite chems, it's because of this magazine. When I shoot something in the head, it gives all of my team OC for 5 seconds. As well as, like, I get a bunch of other buffs too, but those are really like the two important things on the machine gun that are really important, as well as the constant overcharge from the pistol as well. So we can kind of go back to watching now, because really the goal is to have this thing procced or ready to proc, which is why I have the explosive sticky, so that I can just kind of do this. And I have a new lineup where I actually shoot from over here now, and I pop it over there. So this is a little outdated now, strat-wise. But yeah, so I round this corner, damage starts ticking, I pull the machine gun out, I shoot him in the head, and you'll see the overcharge immediately proc. So there's the overcharge. I'm now overcharged, so everything is overcharged, so I immediately try to Oxy as many of the spawns that I know that are coming, and I replace, because I'm not on duration now, I'm on pure 100% damage. I still think I need to probably pick up a couple duration mods. Again, this is where, you know, kind of watching the tapes back, you know, trying to figure out why that sniper was alive or something, trying to figure out why my chungas are, you know, making it just a hair out of the oxy range is kind of silly. Because basically with the buff from the Guardian, I would have rate of fire like with 3 stacks of chatter. So I would have it's a lot faster. In fact, I think I have a clip of I think the 605. Where I had it, I was procced here. Oh yeah, I procced it here successfully. So yeah, you'll see what basically what I intended to do. So I proc it, and then I immediately am good, and then I get the damage increase, and I'm shooting I'm shooting oxys really fast. Because if you didn't know, any rate of fire increase you get immediately translates, and this is across both this version and the international. So like if you happen to get Chatterbox is really fun for shooting oxys really fast. If you didn't know that. But yeah, so this is what was intended to happen. I think this was a slightly faster tanker. Still something that this is still a work in progress in terms of prepping this and whatever. We can go back to the 603 now. But yeah, so everything kind of spawns, and then the minute everything is kind of dead, which it's really unfortunate that this guy was alive for as long as he was. But I pretty much just walk up, oxy the ground once, because I know I've got my one-shot protection. And then I make sure to pop him in the head, just so that I have the extra overcharge. And then he just ticks and falls over dead. And then the door opens. Because I stay on the same build, so this oxy right here catches the first spawn, this oxy catches this spawn. And this is the same for the international version as well. These spawns are exactly the same way. If we had this kind of powered oxy in our version, this is exactly how I'd speedrun it. And so here, I kind of, because we don't have quick step or like anything like that, so I'm gonna build. Usually, it's not in our version. You don't ever see anybody build swap here. So to break this build down, so it's gonna be the sniper rifle with low power muzzle, magazine, and the rapid fire scope. Keep the pistol on because pistol's just good. Ninja bike. So we got 4-piece negotiators, 3 pieces of Cheska, 3 pieces of Sokolov, and then the legendary holster as well. So we're going to use this to get the speed boost from the sniper rifle as we run down as the bookshelf kind of opens. Same deal. This is just a very planned. It's a very planned thing with piercing. So the way that this sniper functions, and specifically with these attachments, because like if I were to swap to the subsonic magazine, which is what this one's called, this one is very high damage. So like if I went like this and went with the aimbot scope, because if you didn't know, so if I go, let's see, where can I go? I could probably go over here to capital. So this scope has built-in aim assist, or as someone like to call it, just straight up aimbot, because that's really what it is. So like if I walk up to this control point, and I look at something, so I'll do it with the basic scope. So I'll do it with, this is the nothing scope, right? So as you can see, I look this direction, I can see the enemies. They see me, or they see something, right? So then we swap the scope. We go aimbot scope. Just like that. Now, we can swap to the other version, which is very CC heavy. So we go back to the icy mag and the, if I could fucking click. There we go. So this really only kills for exactly what the health value is, and not for much more. This will pretty much pierce exactly for what their health value is, and then it'll share it. And so as you watch me kind of tag him, so when I tag him here, the first one is to CC him in place, because if I shoot him once in the forehead, he'll get stuck in place. You'll see the little boots. It's kind of like the Sacrum Imperium status effect, kind of looking like. But I shoot him in the head once, and so now if you look at the status bar, oop, hang on. So with status bar. So not only have I marked him with technically the pistol marks him. I marked him with Nego, and he's also CC'd in place. Now, if I were to reload right now, he would become unstuck. Now I'm just waiting on the first set of initial ads to come out of the store. Because one of the other big changes, and this is why I kind of start over here,
detecting high threat enemy patrol.
Is that only one of this one or this one goes active, or the lounge or the bar will go active. Stage or dance floor will not go active on the first one. That's just one of those changes it's just a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, but that's just a change that I just had to adapt to. So I've reloaded now, so he's free. So I'm going to CC him on the thing. So he's stuck again, so he can't move. So thankfully, I reloaded like a dumbass, which I shouldn't have done. But thankfully, he got stunned in place anyway. So this dude pops my Guardian, which is actually semi-helpful. Because it's going to increase my rate of fire. It's going to increase the amount of damage that I do. So I crit on him. I walk over. And so I avoid doing headshots on him. Because if I shoot him in the head, I'm going to drain his armor bar really quick. And I won't be able to do the health damage. So basically every shot that I do will do a giant chunk of his health. As you can see. And then he falls over. And then it's just clean up at that point. Excuse me. Oh, this is the patrol.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, we're inside here? Okay. We're in transit right now, so I won't bug you with the running to and from. But one other thing that's really unique is that while holding the sniper rifle, I'm immune to stagger. So that's why you don't see me roll here. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Okay, so now to the elephant in the room, which is going to be this build right here. So this is the HBC-12 or the Canting. Now, this thing is unique for a couple reasons. I need to go find... What's the legendary this week? Capital? No. Roosevelt? No. Oh, you know what? I think it's Zoo. It is Zoo. That's really goofy. No, we'll go do Coney instead. So, the Canting, the HBC-12, is unique in the sense that it can fire really fast. However, we have discovered that there is a particular way to fire it where you can get maximum uptime with the big explosion while also creating these energy shields, which you'll see here in a moment. So when I come in here, so we're here in the legendary now.
Hostile radio intercepted.
So when I shoot these guys, it does a lot of splash damage. And so now when I shoot the ground, it'll create this giant force field that'll heal me while I'm in it. But also when I shoot the ground and create another one, it'll also create a absolutely massive explosion that does a literal shit ton of damage. I'm talking 27 millimeters. See what I do to the boss over here. This is non-macroed. In the clip, I'm very macroed. Yeah, 179 million. So we can kind of speed this through, because just basically hit through and then, you know, pop this. I've already ran this once, so the door is open, so I just kind of run right through. And the HPC 12 stacks on skill damage. So it's real simple to just kind of walk up on things and make them go away. I get a lot of bonus armor from doing it. And so it's essentially a giant one-shot. Because it stacks on skill damage, which is why you see me with the... Excuse me. It's why you see me with the Contractor's gloves back on. I'm actually on 4 pieces. In the video, I'm on 4 pieces of Future Initiative here. So I get the 25% amp from the chest, and then I also get the 3 pieces of Eclipse, which the only reason why I'm wearing is because it's the highest skill damage rolled thing I have currently. I will eventually replace it with this once this is higher rolled, and then this will become this, because that's damage targets that I cover, damage to armor, as well as armor value. So we'll get there eventually. But let's go back to the clip. Then let's kind of see what happens. So I swap, I open, and then it's basically immediately charging it up. So as I'm kind of aiming down, I'm rapidly aiming down sights and shooting, it's doing the explosion. So it's creating those energy bubbles kind of right on Martinez. So when she goes unimmune, she literally just falls over immediately, because she takes 500 million damage and falls over, because it does so much damage. Because like that was all it did. You know, same thing there, where I was, you know, it did, I think what, it did 402 to the drone, and then did, 578 to each of the drones. And then I'm just waiting on him to fall over. Yeah, so now he's doing his death animation, and then I save myself from the additional ad spawns, and, that's also a unique bug that I hope they fix this upcoming update, is that it changes my Oxy into a fire chem, which is really, really weird. But yeah, there's that 603. So I hope that sort of answers some questions with regard to sort of how the run works, how everything kind of is. You know, I'm 100% down to do more breakdown content if it gets enough traction. You know, if you guys want to see more of sort of some of the breakdowns of some of the speedruns, because a lot of the pathing for a lot of the runs that I do are similar to what we do in the international version, excuse me. And yeah, like I know my capital run is no longer good for our game, but thanks Tempest. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the breakdown. Feel free to leave a comment if you enjoyed the breakdown. It's kind of just me sitting here yapping for 20 minutes, so yeah, let me know. There's going to be new content coming out on the 12th. Today's the 4th, so this is going up tonight. So when this goes up, in a few weeks, there's going to be new content. So new guns, new everything. Just seems really interesting. So yeah. Once I get to a point with my character, because I'm not min-maxed. I have level 5s. All these should be level 7s or level 8s. Just because I haven't been playing the game for that long. I've been playing now for almost a year. At least on this version. And yeah, I have put some money into the game. And I'm not ashamed of it. I really love the Division, and getting a chance to experience this side of it has been incredible. And yeah, so if you have any questions, sort of just hit me up. I know I want to give a shout out to Virtuals for sort of being like the guru when it comes to this game. Also Proft and all the guys at HNHQ. You guys are awesome. And thanks so much. And yeah, we'll see you guys around. And see ya.